morning that she received those flowers that her boss, Jean Rackley, must have called the police because not soon after she was approached by police, told to come out to their car, and was told basically, "We know who sent these. There's nothing to worry about. It's just some guy who has a crush on you and he has mental problems." But he was essentially harmless. She also claims that she had no idea that Mary had even gotten any roses before she disappeared. But they worked together at the same bank. During the interview, Sandra also says that on the anniversary of Mary's disappearance and on the anniversary of Diane's murder, she receives phone calls at the time stamp of when Mary disappeared and at the time stamp of whenever Diane was either found or murdered. For 50 years, she's received these phone calls, according to her. Okay, so after Diane is found, two of her roommates contact an Agent Ponder. Agent Ponder recalls that the two roommates were an absolute terror and they asked to speak with him immediately. So the two roommates came to his home and he and his wife listened to what they had to say. He says, quote, "They were scared to death. They were especially leery of one of their coworkers, although they couldn't tell me why she would want to harm them." Agent Ponder, for some reason, also recommended that the FBI stay out of the case because the similarities between Mary and Diane's case were just a coincidence. According to one of Diane's ex boyfriends, she allegedly called him and told him that she was helping police with Mary's disappearance because they suspected the roommates knew more than they were saying. It's also worth pointing out that at one point in time, evidence, files, statements went missing from both Mary and Diane's case files at two different police departments. So that's the most cohesive information I can find. It's a lot. There's a lot more, actually, but I don't feel like it's as important to the case because, like I said in the last video, I feel like so much information was given to kind of like lead people in this way and that way, in this direction, that direction, just like a wild goose chase. I also want to note that Sandra claims that she was a suspect in both Mary's disappearance and Diane's murder, and that today she is the only one to give a public interview about these cases. And that's what I have on Diane Shields. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any theories, leave them in the comments. If you or anyone you know may have information about this case, please contact authorities. And as always, if you like stories like this, hit that follow button, check the links in the bio, and I'll see you next time.